Welcome to BunniPhish Crafts. I'm your host Heather, known as BunniPhish on Ravelry, Instagram, YouTube, and Patreon. Today is Friday, the 11th of October, 2019. This is episode 52. So this is going to be another short one because Vlogtober is a thing, so I've been daily chatting. But I know that some people don't watch Vlogtober, so that's fine. Last night I was looking for my tripod to record a vlog, and I thought I had left it in my car, but it's actually under the chair across the room. Okay, Gabriel. He's endlessly fascinated with my tripod. So, this week has been pretty good. Nothing really notable. So no life stuff for you, except that it is nice and cool outside, which I super appreciate. It's cool in the mornings, it's still pretty warm in the afternoons, but that's okay. So, the ornament swap is going on. Let's do some administrative, right? Or the signups for that are still going on for 4 more days. So if you were on the fence about joining, just join. It'll be a lot of fun. We have a really good group of people who are doing that, so that'll be really, really good. So I didn't finish anything this week, so let's just go right to works in progress. Clearly, I am out of practice on recording a podcast instead of a vlog. Sorry about that. So something that has gotten a lot of work this week, and I'm super excited, is the Nightingale sock. So here we go. This is where I was last week, and that is about 6 inches on these socks, and I am over 100 stitches per sock now. So to get around both socks is more than 200 stitches, which is a lot. It's a lot per round, but I'm really, really close to finishing these socks. So I think it's officially 8 rounds to go on this purple color, and then I will switch to the pink and do the cuff in black and pink. And let's talk about these colors, shall we? They were mini skeins. The black is Premier Serenity sock, and which I believe is discontinued now recently. And then the minis, the colors were ZK minis from like 2015 or something. I don't remember exactly. The red, start at the toe. So the red is Cyborg's Craft Room in Spoonbridge and Cherry Bomb. Who obviously you can't get her yarn because she passed away several years ago. Marigold Duh is the orange, and she is closing up shop right now. Last I saw, she was having like 25% off everything in her shop as a closing sale. So I'll link her shop below so you can go check her out. She's one of my favorite indie dyers, so that kind of bums me out that she no longer dyes. Another crafty girl did the yellow called It's Electric. The green is Leading Men Fiber Arts Yarnakuken. The blue is Sun Valley Fibers in Somebody's Feeling Blue, which I've never worked with their yarn previous to this, and it's really nice. I really like that. And then the purple is One Twisted Tree, whose yarn I've never worked with before, called Retreat Portkey. And then the pink is Sophie's Toes and Stardust. So they're all tonal except this pink, which I guess is still kind of tonal, except it has these really, really bright blips of pink in it. And that'll be the cuff. So these should be finished. All of the socks that I show you today should be finished next week. I'm really going to try to make a push to finish these tomorrow during Saturday Sockathon. But that will depend highly on getting finished or very close to finished with the purple section tonight. And I'm working them 2 at a time magic loop because I wanted to make sure that I was doing the increases for the leg in the same place on them. And also because I really, really want these finished socks, but they're not, it's not unenjoyable to knit this pattern, but they're not my favorite knit. Um, and I feel like if I did one and then had to go back and start at the beginning for the other one, it just would not be good. So I have, yeah, I'm working those two at a time. I think though that when I get to the cuff, I am probably going to switch to circular needles because the cuff is supposed to be done like you can, how you carry your yarn matters. You can see that I did not carry the yarn consistently right in this section, which is why I have the black as the dominant color instead of the red, and then I switched to the black being the dominant color for the rest of the bottom of the foot. I just wanted the toe to be different. So yeah, that matters. Color dominance is a thing. But you're supposed to do the cuff like this with the, it's not really corrugated ribbing because I feel like when you do corrugated ribbing, you're knitting with one color and purling with the other. And I'm pretty sure that for the cuff, I could be making this up, but I'm pretty sure you're supposed to knit with both colors, just one after the other. And then you're supposed to do a folded cuff. I might be making that up. I don't exactly remember, but I think that's what it is. So that should go pretty quickly, and I think it will just be easier if I'm doing it on a 9-inch circular. But maybe not. We'll see when I get there. That's my plan right now, though. I'm so excited. These are so pretty. Oh, they're so pretty. And I'm really proud of myself because I lost one of the charts. So I had printed each sock, the repeat. Well, I lost the one for the right sock. So instead of reprinting the one for the right sock, I've just been using the chart for the left sock and reversing it on my own, and I've only made a mistake like 2 or 3 times. Very proud of myself. Good job, me. I love these socks so much. They're so beautiful. Just beautiful. I can't wait to wear these with leggings and a sweater dress or something. I don't know. I have a cute summer, black summer dress that I could just wear with a cardigan and it would be fine. So that's probably what I'll wear with this. I'm already planning outfits for socks that I haven't even finished yet. Next up, I have Fruit Loop socks, which is a free pattern through Knitty. Nightingale is by Vintage Pearls, and I think it's a $7 downloadable pattern on Ravelry. But this one is free. And last week, I was here on the first sock. So now I am through the heel. These are also going to be knee-high socks because apparently that's just the theme of Socktober for me this year. So I'm through the heel. I've just barely started the gusset and the decreases, and I've also started the second sock. So this marker doesn't designate anything for the podcast. This is where I was. This is the progress that I made yesterday on the sock. So yeah, here is the second sock. I have made it through the upper leg portion and I'm working on the lower leg portion now. The gray is Premier Serenity sock in charcoal. And this is in, didn't bring the ball band. I should have a picture, I'll insert it. It's a Knit Picks yarn. I think it's Chroma Twist fingering in the Carnival color. I don't know. Could be making that up. So obviously the socks, I did not work to preserve the color order. It's worked from the inside and the outside of the ball. I think it will be fine. The recipient, according to my boyfriend, really likes funky socks, so I think that fits the bill. So these should be finished by next week. I'm hoping they're finished by the 15th. The other project that I'm wanting to finish by the 15th is a hat, and I don't think I had this started last week. It's the neon ski bonnet. It's a free pattern on Ravelry, and it has a cabled ear flap thing. So I'm on that, and it is double layer. You knit it in the round, which would be really nice because my ears are super, super sensitive to the cold. I am using a Knit Picks Reserve. I'll put the tag here because I don't have it and I don't know the information on it. It's yarn that I had left over from knitting the Delancey cardigan forever ago. And so I'm making the neon ski bonnet. So I must have had it started last week because otherwise why would I have this marker here? This would be what I did in the last week. This works up really fast when I actually work on it. I did probably half of this progress one morning while making pancakes. So I just need to work on it. I really want to get the Nightingale finished first though, because that takes the most concentration to work on. So that's been my focus. Everything else, or the other two projects, should be pretty quick to finish after I get Nightingale finished. The other project that I have been working on this week is the owl blanket, and I'll put in a picture of that here. It's living in my car right now so that I can work on it in the parent pickup line if I don't feel like working on what I brought to work on in the line. So I'm definitely going to write up this pattern, which means I'm going to need test crocheters at some point. If you're interested, let me know. It's going pretty well. Last week I had all of the owl body motifs crocheted, and I think I had some of them put together. I think I had 4 of them put together. So now I've started assembling them with eyes, and I have 9 blocks attached together. And I am going to continue to add the eyes and beaks on before I attach the blocks in so that I don't have to manipulate quite so much fabric when I'm sewing things on. And that deadline isn't until the end of October, so I'm not really pushing to finish it, but it's definitely a really quick crochet, and it could have been finished by now for sure. Super, super fast because it's done with chunky yarn. And then I didn't bring my books that I'm reading, but I'm reading 2 of them right now. One is called Steampunk, that's the anthology. So I don't remember what I was reading last week, but I must have finished 2 of them because I was reading 3, right? And I was talking about starting the 4th, starting Steampunk as the 4th. Well, I didn't start it that day. I started it probably 3 days later. I'm really enjoying some of the stories, as is how short story anthologies usually go. I have read 2 stories by authors who I already know, and then I read a bunch of stories by authors I didn't know, and I wasn't really super interested in researching those authors and maybe reading more of their works, but the story I'm on currently, who I don't remember who it's by, I'm enjoying the writing style enough that I think I'm going to pick up a book by that author and see how it goes. I am still reading Hello Cruel World, which I'm enjoying a lot. I'm into the 101 alternatives section. I'm starting that. I finished reading alternative number 20 last night. It's a really quick read. That will be finished for sure by next week. I think I said that last week too, but for sure this week it will be finished because it's just a really quick read. So that means that I finished Rethinking Normal, and I finished An Extraordinary Union. I finished those on the same day. I don't remember what day that was. I think it was a weekend day, and I read about 350 pages that day, which is a lot for me. I don't read terribly quickly. Maybe it was Monday because the kids didn't have school on Monday. I don't remember. I know I cleaned on Monday. We had a big cleaning day. I don't know if you're that interested. Vlogtober has that information for you. So then there was one more book that I was reading last week, correct? No, I think those three. I think those two and Hello Cruel World. So I don't know what I'm going to read next. I guess you'll have to tune in next week to find out if I finish those two books and if I start another one. Seems pretty likely. All right, that's all I have for you this week. Thank you so much for those of you who have been tuning into Vlogtober. Remember to sign up for the holiday ornament swap if you haven't already. If you have any questions about that, I talked about it in a previous episode, maybe 48. I don't exactly recall. It would be whichever is the first one that has the ornament swap in the description. I talked for about 10 minutes on the rules. There's also information in the Ravelry group about the ornament swap. You do not have to be on Ravelry to participate in the ornament swap. But if you have any questions, leave a comment below or send me a message somewhere and I will be happy to answer those. The Finisher Frog knit along starts on November 1st. So if you're interested in taking part in that, that is when you may start finishing or frogging things. And I'm pretty sure that's all I have for you this week. So I hope you made something fantastic with your 6-inch string. Leave comments, like, subscribe, and I will see you next week. Bye! On November 1st, so if you're interested in taking part in that, that is when you may start finishing or frogging things. And I'm pretty sure that's all I have for you this week. So I hope you made something fantastic with your 6-inch string. Leave comments, like, subscribe, and I will see you next week. Bye!